All right, within 2 hours of the ending of this video, you're going to get some sort of shifting life change. Something's gonna happen and it's gonna be real good news, okay? So my name is Brittany Sunshyne. This is SeedSoilWater. We align with divine revelation for deeper roots and brighter blooms. Woo! The cards are jumping. There's so much good news headed your way. I don't know if you can just feel it in the air, but I can feel it in the air. Oh my gosh, occupy. Woo! So within 2 hours of you finishing this video, something is going to shift. I'm getting full body chills right now. Woo! Like down my legs. If you can see, I have goosebumps. Can you see them? Anyway, whatever. But you can see. Oh, hey. Okay, get it. Occupy. It is your time to occupy your inheritance. Like occupy the land. Occupy the energetic space that you have been preparing for. Like my little flex right there is just like, you've been energetically working out for this. You have been energetically preparing. I have crown chills. Like, oh my gosh, this is such amazing news. Within 2 hours from this moment, something's going to come in for you that's going to show and allow and prove that you are occupying in a different kind of way, okay? And it is so. Woo! Yes! Calling forth the healed and the awakened. Okay. Oh man, this message is fire. I'm getting chills like repeatedly. That the healing that you've done, the awakening that you've been through, it's like a form of payment. It's like a form of a payment, you know, through the initiation, walking through the fire. And it is activating your occupation of your divine identity. Wow! Carrying capacity. This goes with occupy so perfectly, because so like the carrying capacity of like the land, that's something that you could use that phrase where it's like the carrying capacity of this land is to support this much. 222 as I look up. Your carrying capacity has increased because you've done your purging work, because you've done your healing work, because you've done your alignment, you've done your shadow work. Like you've stared down every part of yourself to see like what is what, who's who, what it's supposed to be. You've gotten in alignment, and therefore the carrying capacity on your life now, it's so fire. Your carrying capacity of your life is about to be like the blessings are flooding your life because you've done the work for your carrying capacity to be able to uphold the level of your destiny that's for you. Wow. Okay, so slow. Maybe it's going to appear to be slow. Maybe it's not going to be appearing to happening, but what I'm seeing, okay, you know, when in a play where the curtain is together, like the curtain is together, but behind the scenes there's like all of this movement, like they're moving the props, they're moving the things. So it's like you might not see that this is happening on the outside, but energetically, because of you, because of all of this work you've done, your carrying capacity being increased, you're occupying, there is the floodgates are happening or opening behind the scenes, and like things are being moved around, like you're being put in alignment, whether you can see it or not. Crown, I mean, are you kidding me? I just got crown chills. I literally just said the word earlier in this message. This has to do with you being crowned in your divine identity. Oh yeah, your intuition. Okay, your intuition is popping right now. And so you're being instructed to, like, you know, trust your intuition. Everything you've done here is it's like put you in alignment to be able to hear clearly. You know that still small voice. You will follow it when it's like speaking to you, so you don't have to trip. I just saw 424 and that stuck out. Whoa, I'm getting chills again. Wholeness. Look at this whole little diagram that I wrote here. So wholeness is literally the work that I just was talking about earlier right here. Okay, wholeness, deliverance from torment, forgiveness for missteps, healing from infirmity. That is what we call salvation, okay? So like you have reached this level of wholeness because And because you've done your shadow work, so you're no longer being tormented by that garbage. You've forgiven yourself and you've forgiven other people. That's a huge like part of this, forgiving self and forgiving others. I make peace like guided audio meditation on the spa channel, Seed, Soil, Water Spa, the Ascension audio channel. So that's like one of those, like, I make peace, just like making peace with it all, like, and just making that declaration, like, I'm not holding things against people, I'm not holding things against myself, like, I make peace with it, and like, Selah, healing from infirmity. This is wholeness, this is salvation. And when you have reached the point where you've done, like, obviously we're always healing, we're always going to transmute, we're always going to be like, as so long as we're in this realm, we are working, we're doing what we got to do to forgive and like align every day. But there does come a point where you've awakened enough to be able to step into the 555, step into your divine identity and operate at the level with which you like came here to be. And this is what that announcement is. So within 2 hours from now, there's going to be some sort of a shift. And like it said, it may not appear to be going super fast. It may actually be operating a lot behind the scenes, but this is going to be confirmation. And for the people that this message is for, you're going to know that this is for you, because it's totally like hitting you like how it was hitting me. And it's confirmation that this timeline, that you've like quantum leaped into a new timeline, and that the level of your like your identity is activated in a way that it has never been before. Okay, your identity is activated like in a way that never has been before. Okay, so let's see, we got a leg up here, which is the cutest little polar bear, and like a baby and a mama, I'm guessing. A leg up. So receiving help, delegating authority, and interdependence. You've come to a point where going alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. So yeah, this whole like, you're going to be occupying in such a way that you're going to have to receive help. Like, you know, you might have to hire that assistant. You might have to outsource your social media posts or whatever, because the level that you're expected to now reside in is going to be so different than you've ever done it before. Let's see what else there is here. Remember that nature is medicine. Like, okay, what I'm hearing here is, you know, despite how, as you occupy and you level up into your identity, remember how you got here. Like, remember to keep the fundamentals in play. You got to take care of your vessel, the body. You've got to get your sunshine. You got to drink your water. Like, do not allow the level of this next season to overrun all of the fundamentals that you've put into place to get here. Remember to stay free. Like, don't go into slave mode when you are in this next level, because all of a sudden the level of it makes you feel like you have to go into slave mode, like do more. Don't do that. Your throat chakra, tend to your throat chakra. Speak your truth, speak the truth. Get in alignment, stay in alignment, and do not back down regardless of what giants you might encounter in the land. What? Oh my gosh, this is such an amazing message. Let me get a drink real quick. Okay, because I'm seeing that Bible story where it was Joshua and them, and there's a whole teaching here. So like your lineage, just like in that story where they wandered around for like a whole entire generation, that entire generation had to wander around to get that slave out of them. Like they had to get that slave mentality all the way out. Those people were delivered out of Egypt, but they were so ingrained, what's that word? like ingratiated. Slavery mindset was all that they knew. And that's why an entire generation wandered around. Then it was like the next generation was the one that got to go in. And Joshua was one of the old school dudes. Like, he was like one of the elders, like one of the old guys that led them in, because he was one of the only ones that was able to shake off the slave. Was it Joshua? Yeah. Or was it Caleb? Man, I gotta review this Bible story, and you can check it out too. It'll be in Joshua 1 and the one right before it. But anywho, so the whole point is, like, you are probably the first in your lineage that's going to step in and occupy this this level, because the slave mentality or the poverty mentality or the scarcity mindset was so ingratiated. Is that the word? I'm just flowing with this. So it was so like in there that like they weren't able to obtain it. And by the way, there's like real legit reasons. Like, we're not blaming. Like, there was real mental warfare. 11:11, as I look up, there was real mental warfare against the against lineage, like against humanity, and that's why they weren't unable to and like hit this level. And also, like, for a lot of people, like, the level of healing, the type of healing that we do here, and like the type of healing that you've like found through the mystery, like, was not something that was known about, or like wasn't like widely accepted. Think about it. Even just the counseling is like new for our generation. That used to be something that was like very taboo. Like, if you had to go to a counselor, like, that was that meant, you know, really bad, like something's wrong with you. Okay, so the level of healing that you've done allows you to shake off that scarcity, shake off that like, and also we're in a time right now where there's so much more opportunity, as opposed to maybe even just a few generations ago. 12:12. So remember in that story, even the new generation, they still were like, they had so much of their old mentality, like, that they had acquired and learned through their parents and through being slaves, like, because, you know, memories pass through DNA. Like, who they perceived themselves to be was still enslaved, even though they were free. Oh my gosh, I could shout this from the rooftops, because it's 2,000 years. This is Easter weekend, or it was, depending on when this comes out. It's like, it's been 2,000 years and we're still celebrating Easter as in a bigger deal than we are Ascension Sunday. The Ascension Sunday should be the highlight, because we should be figuring out what he said when he went back, and the fact that the Spirit came and stayed, and what that means for us. That's what we should be talking about. But religion would have you stuck in this part of the story where you never quite get empowered. Religion, modern day religion, just like the pharmaceutical company that would rather keep you sick right here instead of actually tap into healing modalities that set you free. Are you subscribed yet? Because this is good stuff. You should be sticking around. I'm telling you the truth here. Okay, so divine success is your portion. Do not be like those ones that went in to occupy the land, and then when they went to spy it out, they came back, and their report to, I think, Joshua was, we looked like grasshoppers in their eyes, like the giant. They're like, yo, there's big people in there, and oh my gosh, we can't take that land because we looked like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and in theirs too. It's funny, they're speaking on behalf of the spies that they did not speak to. They just like looked, and then they're like, we're like grasshoppers in our eyes and theirs too. Like, how do you know what you looked like in their eyes? You didn't talk to them. The self concept has so much to do with your ability to lay hold of what is meant to be yours. You're gonna have to divorce that toxic mindset, that scarcity mindset, that limited mindset that you may have acquired from lineage or from culture or whatever. Like, none of that is relevant to where you're going and who you're so empowered. It's like, it's crazy that they all forgot already that they were delivered out of the hands of the most powerful freaking, what would you call it? Community, civilization, like powerful, the actual Egyptian pharaoh and all of those, you know, like they forgot already that they've been delivered out of the hands of the most powerful ruler, and now it's like that same deliverance would have been with them when they're going into this land that was promised to them, and they don't have the revelation to take it. Whew, don't let that be us. Don't let that be us. Don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. You got to train your mind up. That's why I made the journey journal, by the way. It's a topic organized journal. This is literally, I made that, and I made it for when I was walking through these seasons where I had to get in alignment with revelation that was not my first thought. And it was not what I was like programmed to think. And so I made this topic organized thing so that I could look up like, okay, what are the promises that are like resonating, and I'd write it down. What are like the scriptures that are talking to me and like telling me how to set my mind, you know? And I would like go back and study what I was being taught by the Spirit so that I could literally be transformed by the renewing of my mind. If we don't go back and actually study what we're being told and review it and review it and review it and reprogram, how are we ever going to escape the toxic mindset that has kept us at a certain level for so long? Right? Right. So you are divinely protected. Wow. This could not be more on point. So when your opportunity comes to take the land, you better be like, I am a fucking badass in the eyes of these giants and in my own eyes, and I will indeed take this land and occupy it because I was born for this. Wow. Like David. Okay? Surrender to the knowledge that you got backup. You know, how I got here is through a lot of battles and stuff, and I finally, like, when it was like boom, 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 it was like punch, 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 wave after wave after wave, and I was just like, turns out nothing can take me out. It was like the very act of life coming up against me, however you want to look at it, whether it's like the enemy or whether it's just darkness or whether it's just life school, earth school, boot camp, like however you want to look at it, the training ground, all it did was show me that, yo, nothing can take me out until it's gonna be time. Like until it's my time, like nothing can take me out. And it was not fun to learn that lesson, but once I learned it, I was like, okay, I'm here for a reason. I better speak the word that I have been given, and I better show up for my life, and I'm about to live this thing all the way out. Okay? The abundance that's available to them is available for you. All right? So from 2 hours from this, there's gonna be some sort of atmospheric shift. And I can't wait to hear if you see it, notice it, if it happens in the 3D or if it's happening behind the scenes. But this is such a fire message. I hope you're as fired up as I am. Nothing can take you out, yo. You'll know that if you've really been through it, you know that. So start visualizing. Go to the Ascension Spa, SeedSoilWater Spa. Start tuning into those visualizations. Get your mind set on the things above. Get your mindset on the highest next level. Get your vibration right. Keep it right. Get it right and keep it right. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Kind of like that, you know? Moon. Yep, moon. This is often associated with the subconscious. So get, make sure that your subconscious isn't going to crop up with that scarcity mindset when it's time for you to really get going. Happy family. I'm seeing the happy family card right there. My cards, some of them are all, let's see, we'll go this way. What an amazing message. Divine counterpart. Oh my gosh, happy family, divine counterpart. All right, you get the message. So there's a lot of good things ahead. You being your divine self is going to allow you to magnetize to your tribe. All that healing work you've done, all the purging work, all the shadow work is setting you in alignment with your tribe and your divine counterpart and happy family, and it's gonna be good. Okay, so be blessed, be well, be free. Make sure to subscribe, hit the links below, and I'll catch you on the next one.